Talking baseball on the show as we welcome you to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, a matchup of division rivals at opposite ends of the standings between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Garrett Cole gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, man, I don't think we saw this coming at the beginning of the season. This guy's having some kind of bang-up rookie year. If he keeps this up, he's got a shot to win the AL Rookie of the Year. Rock-solid pitcher.
Now at the plate, here is Jahmai Jones. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The second baseman, Jahmai Jones.
And now the first pitch. And we are underway from Yankee Stadium as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture inside, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. And this is taken in out there by Bruce for the first down. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
And here he is, right on cue. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Seared down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now into the box, Ryan Mountcastle. Cole has his target. First pitch on its way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Aye. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Cam.
Just getting started here in the Bronx. Chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Orioles nothing. Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Dean Kremer gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Now the first pitch. Justin Turner is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 on its way.
One ball, 2 strikes.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Hayes is there, 2 gone.
Batting third.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Galvis is there. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Off of one leg, in the hole, falling away. That is pure magic. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Anthony Santander, the next to bat. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Anthony Santander.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Santander is really a unique kind of hitter. He bats from both sides of the plate, but what makes him so special is his ability to hit for power from both sides.
Yeah, and this is a manager's dream. This does not come down the pike too often, even in today's game with the best 750 players in the world. There are very few players with the skill set that this guy possesses.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And the Orioles have their first hit of the ball game. Jason Dominguez is on now as he'll take over in right field following the injury.
Now playing right field, number 60, Jason Dominguez.
That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Mancini stands at first with one out. 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0.
That's ball 3.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Cole sets. Here's his offering. Fouled away. Here it comes on 0-2. Now a swing as he stays alive as this is fouled back right off the catcher's arm. Here comes another 0-2. And he has to fight this one off to stay alive as this is fisted fouled off to the left side.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Starting to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Orioles leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last half of the second set to go, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Kremer features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Cold strike 0-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
That was aggressive pitching at that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Next up will be Gleyber Torres. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. His average right at .295 here to start play. 33 home runs and 71 runs batted in. Rounded down the third baseline. Well, that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. Another one sent foul.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
And he looks at a ball 1-2.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take. But when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he'll pull into second with one away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Now it'll be Luke Voit. Comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. So take a look at ball 1. Voit swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was taken in the 22nd round back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Runner at second here with one man out. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Giancarlo Stanton now. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. First pitch of the AB on its way.
1-0.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Two out here and a runner at second. Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this one will bounce into the wall. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Stepping in, Aaron Hicks. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
2-0 now. Stanton at second with 2 down. Outside 3-0 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Hayes Hayes will make the catch. The side is retired. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. We play 2. Now 1-0 Yanks.
Clean up base.
Welcome back to the Bronx, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Yankees this season. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Galvis behind 0-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Here comes the 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's just 1 for 6. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
One out, nobody on. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
Now the 1-1 pitch. It's in there for strike number 2.
The count is 1-2.
The 1-2.
Ball back outside.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
The 2-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. Payoff pitch one more time. And he fouls this one off. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Digging in will be Jahmai Jones. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. first delivery to him.
Ball.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball one. Fly ball right down the line in left. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are two away now. And he will hustle back to first as he thinks better of trying to move up.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austin Hayes.
Stepping in once again is Austin Hayes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball one. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Now here's one high and deep to left. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
His heart sank right there when that ball met the bat, but just had him out front just enough to give him another shot at potentially putting him away.
Scooped up, throw over to LeMahieu at second, and that'll do it. One left for the Orioles. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Third now, and up to bat next, it'll be the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit at third. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Third baseman, number 13, Justin Turner.
Back to the top of the order now, and digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner. First pitch of the AB on its way. A ball and no strikes. And it's fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
I know that's the spot he didn't want to miss in, but he got away with it.
And he chased it in the dirt. Cisco goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. Turner is retired, 2 down now. Now to the plate, Gio Urshela. He flew out in his last AB. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. Didn't waste any time, like the first pitch he saw, to keep the inning going. So a 2-out single there gets him a base runner, and that leads us to check out the team leaders in hitting here in the final month of the season. And we see that these guys are currently in 3rd place in the AL in that department. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here it comes, 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Urshela leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Fouled off. 2-2. And another foul ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Ready now is Jason Dominguez. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
First pitch on its way. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
He's set. The 0-1.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Ready on 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Now 2 and 2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3 and 2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Here's the 2 and 2.
We got a full count.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0 and 2 to work the count back to 3 and 2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this kind of 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Next for New York, Gleyber Torres. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
The 0-1 offering. Ball 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The set and the 1-1. Two out, bases loaded. And he comes back to get him. So a great job pitching out of it with the bases loaded. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle.
Number 6, Ryan Mountcastle.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
That's out.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
LeMahieu retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him up, but he clearly had it under control.
In now, Anthony Santander. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. Just hung in there on that one. There's a fastball well off the plate inside. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Striding in is Trey Mancini. He singled first time up.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Here's the first pitch to him, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
One strike now from Cole.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Standing in now, Pat Valaika. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Stanton there to take it. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Now batting.
In now for the O's, Rio Ruiz. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Mancini stands at second with two gone. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Racing back the right fielder, and that one is gone on a two-strike count with two away in the inning. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season. And the Orioles lead it by 2 now, 3-1.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Into the box, Freddie Galvis. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. First time up, he went down looking. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 3 runs already home here. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-1 Baltimore. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in now for the Yankees, Luke Voit struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First offering.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Pitch on the way. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Luke Voit is retired leading off the bottom of the 4th. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Into the windup and the pitch. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Aaron Hicks.
At the plate now, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Here comes the 1-2 to Hicks.
That's a ball.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So a pitching clinic there as he sets him down in order, all via the punch-out. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. So now to the plate, Chance Sisco. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit. or if he's able to put this behind him.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Ball.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
This pitch is popped up. Turner has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, the second baseman, Jahmai Jones.
Next to hit is Jahmai Jones, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
Up and in for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Hard on the ground towards short, right to him. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austin Hayes.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. 0 for 2 for him to this point. On its way is pitch number 75. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. And it's still 3-1. Now at the plate, Kyle Higashioka. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
Just not able to let that breaking ball travel enough right there. You could see his eyes light up when that popped out of the pitcher's hands, and he just hooked it foul.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep. To
the plate now, Justin Turner. as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, number 29.
Next to dig in, Gio Urshela singled in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here, middle of the order guys coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count, 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local station. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Davy Garcia will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Stepping in now, Anthony Santander, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0 home.
That's off the plate, ball 2.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge.
3-0 now. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Up next is Warriors.
So here's Trey Mancini. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead.
You know, that's a nice knock right there, but I want to take a look at the base runner. He got a nice secondary lead. He read that it was a soft liner and it was going to fall, and he's able to steal his teammate an RBI.
Boy, amen about that, D-Row. One of the things I think in base running is all about instincts, and that was a terrific read. He took a chance right off the bat that that ball was going to break in and fall in, and a good job, and he picks up an RBI for his teammate.
And there are runners at the corners now. And there's ball 1. Runners are at first and third with none out. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
The third baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Rio